We are back. We are back and we are better than ever, y'all. Welcome to the channel. My name is Lloyd Slow. Chapter 2 of Boruto 2 Blue Vortex is out. It's out for me anyway. I don't know about y'all. It's out for me. God bless. I'm here with a review / discussion video for you guys. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Before we begin, initial thoughts. I was so excited after the last chapter. I couldn't wait for the new chapter to come out. Big Stepper Boruto is bike. Big Stepper Boruto is bike. And from reading this chapter, he's stronger than ever. Okay. So first we start with the cover, which is Sarada. She doing the little Puerto Rican stance. The Uchiha are definitely Puerto Rican, but that's a whole other conversation. They're definitely Puerto Rican. She doing a little Puerto Rican stance. It says Boruto 2 Blue Vortex. Inside of the memories is. That's what it says on the cover. I think it's very important to specify Sarada is wearing red and black, just like her dad. And more importantly, just like her uncle. So it's definitely foreshadowing. Kishimoto is doing this on purpose. And you can also see she has like, not to be weird, because there's a lot of weirdos out there with Sarada. I don't know why. But she also has like the pink lipstick and the pink nails and stuff like that. I think that's a tone for Sakura. So I think we're going to see a huge mix of the Uchiha special. Yeah, if y'all feel me. But also a little bit of Sakura where it's I mean, you guys know Sakura's character. She was literally support, so we're going to see a lot of support from Sarada, I think, but her ideologies are going to share what the Uchiha ideologies are. So we're going to see that in the future. This cover is foreshadowing it, not this chapter but in the next coming up chapters. But chapter 2, here we are. It starts out last chapter ended Boruto, Code, Kawaki, Sarada all kind of in the same area. Looked like there was a fight that was about to begin. So Boruto and Code are talking. Boruto is locked in. Sarada's in the background just looking at him, seeing what's going on. And Boruto, Code pretty much says, I didn't expect you to come out so easily. You know, I've been looking for you all this time. Probably should have came to Konoha sooner. Boruto, his face is dead serious, and he says straight up, withdraw your monsters from here, and if you do that, I will spare your life. So Boruto not playing games. He's very cold, just like Sasuke, just like his step pops Sasuke. Code seems a little confused. I guess whatever happened last time they met, this ain't the same Boruto, if that makes sense. Boruto's more locked in. Sarada, she got the cold sweats because Boruto's not normally like this. Code says, you know, what did you say? You know, 2 years ago, you ran away from me without doing anything. So now you're telling me that you're sparing my life? And Boruto's like, yep, you heard that right. If you understand, just do it already. Or this time you won't get away with just your left eye. So it seems like something happened. Whatever happened 2 years ago, I really hope next chapter they tell us what's going on, because this fight was crazy and there's a reason why Sasuke not here. Code thinks Boruto's bluffing. I didn't think Boruto was bluffing here. Boruto's never been a bluffer. But Code thinks Boruto's bluffing for whatever reason. Sarada, she looks concerned. She says, Boruto, are you all right? And Boruto's just like, Sarada, there's a lot of people out here who didn't make it. Take care of that. Leave this to me. And they don't even make eye contact. Boruto just says, we'll talk later. First, stay alive. Very important. Man, if my man Sasuke is dead, y'all, I'ma be frustrated. I'ma be upset, you know. but it's not looking good. It's a lot of foreshadowing showing that Sasuke may be dead in a lot of this conversation. I don't think he is, but we gonna see, because Boruto, he looks like a changed man. So we continue. Shikadai is fighting. Shikadai, well, Ino Shikacho and Himawari are fighting some of the tailed beast monsters. While they're fighting, it seems like the first tailed beast monsters that we see look pretty easy. I mean, even if they are tuning, Ino Shikacho, even if they're tuning, I mean, if these monsters are tuning level, lower than tuning level, yeah, I mean, it's not a good look. But you know, they're fighting. Himawari's looking up top, and Chocho is going crazy, which I think is interesting because, you know, Choji wasn't really like that. But anyway, Chocho's going crazy with the fighting, and while they're fighting, a special, if that makes sense, like a special monster pops out of one of the 10-tail monsters, because, you know, they have Code's claw marks, so they could zoom in and out of each other, if that makes sense. So while they're fighting, a special one pops out and tries to attack Himawari, causes Himawari to fall out the sky, because Himawari's in the sky with Ino. Himawari falls out the sky, and then here comes ya boy Kawaki. Now, I think this is the softest shit in the world. I'm not gonna lie. When I read this pissed me off. Yes, Himawari should be saved. Yes. But for Kawaki to leave his two biggest ops, which is Code and Boruto, he left his two biggest ops. I swear to God, if Kawaki comes back after letting Code and Boruto fight and try to clean up the after kill, he's the softest nigga in the world, bro. I swear to God, he is the softest man in the world. He shouldn't even have ran away, but he ran away. He saved Himawari, which is the right thing to do. And you could see the look on Kawaki's face. He kind of looks like he's tired of the farce, if that makes sense. And even as the chapter goes on, he saves Himawari. He kicks the monster, right? The monster, like I said, this is a special 10 Tails monster. He got a Rasengan. This is definitely a Rasengan, which is interesting. I don't know if that Rasengan is from the 10 Tails and Code, you know, clawed him up, but he has a Rasengan, which is very, very interesting. Himawari says, and this is important, this is the only reason why I'm pointing this out, because this is important in my philosophy. Himawari says, "Thank you, big bro," to Kawaki. And Kawaki says, "Stop calling me that. How many times do I have to tell you?" Very important, because I think there's a mind game going on with Kawaki here. He does not want to be seen as Boruto, even though that's really what happened. Ada used the special jutsu power over everybody in the world outside of Otsutsuki and Sarada and Sumire for some reason. But ever since that happened, everybody thinks Kawaki is Boruto, and I'm pretty sure he's having an identity crisis. That's also probably why he ran away from Boruto and Code. I think deep down Kawaki wants Boruto to get the W. If you ask me, I don't think he wants to actually kill I don't think he wants to kill Boruto. I think he wants everything to be back to normal, but he just doesn't know how else to get it back to normal while eliminating all the Otsutsuki. So I think that's what's going on with his head right now. That's probably why he ran away. He's still a soft ass nigga, but I understand. And you could tell by this panel, he doesn't like being Himawari's older brother, quote unquote. Anyway, so as we go on, It seems like the dude with the claw mark, the claw mark 10-tail Rasengan super nigga, as we'll call him, he has a little more intelligence than the regular 10-tail monster. So he zips into a claw mark, zips out of the claw mark behind Kawaki, goes for a counter attack, and bashes Kawaki's face in the dirt. Which, to me, if you ask me, I don't remember Kawaki being this rusty, and I don't think this 10 Tails monster is the strongest code. So, and the last time I saw Kawaki, he was boxing code. He was hanging in there. So this goes to show further my thoughts on Kawaki not being his right head, because we know in Naruto, strength, your physical strength, can also be determined by your mental strength. So if you're fighting but you're not fully in the fight, your jutsu that you're using will be, how do you say, nerfed. So in this scenario, I think Kawaki is nerfed due to his mental status, because he's tired of being Boruto, if you know what I'm saying. He's going through identity crisis. So this is definitely a sneak attack, but this sneak attack wouldn't work on Kawaki. I don't think Kawaki's that weak, but hey, his face in the dirt. So anyway, super 10 Tails monster Rasengan, 10 Tails monster, smashes Kawaki face in the dirt, and he says Otsutsuki, right? And everybody's like, Kawaki, oh no, right? And then Shikadai stops him, uses the shadow paralysis, saves Kawaki. Kawaki gets mad, uses his karma, and blows the 10-tail superhuman monster Rasengan super monster to bits. Which that's the Kawaki I know. Just letting you know, that's the Kawaki I know. That's the Kawaki we know. He blows him to bits. Everybody's like, whoa, oh my god. He almost blows Shikadai, Shikacho away, right? And ends that threat. And then now it looks like the 10 Tails monsters about to, start jumping pretty much. So now they're setting up. Kawaki is going to fight the 10 Tails monsters. That's his fight, right? Which, I mean, I guess, I guess somebody got to deal with them. But Kawaki is definitely a punk for this. That's all I'm going to say. In this panel, before I continue, before it switches over, it says, it doesn't matter, I'll destroy every last one of them. Kawaki, I think he dyed his hair. It's obvious that his blonde hair is coming out. He looks a little like Naruto in this panel without the whiskers. I don't know if that's on purpose. I'm just saying. Anyway. Goes back to Code and Boruto. They sitting there just looking at each other menacingly, like Patrick once said, right? And the 10-tail monsters start to get closer to Boruto. Not really attack, but Boruto sees what's going on, right? And it shows Boruto's face. Again, this is just like Sasuke, bro. He looks around, hand on his sword. Take one look. He took one look to the right. He sees a 10 Tails monster trying to attack him. Quickly, so quick, the panel didn't even show him pull the sword out. Quickly pulls out the sword, cuts the 10 Tail monster head, shoulder, neck, all that. He quickly cut it off. Bang. Now, this is just a regular 10-tail monster, but He goes to show Boruto ain't lacking, right? Code sees this. He's not really surprised. He just sees what's going on. And then all of the 10-tail monsters start to try to attack Boruto. Well, all the monsters that were around try to attack Boruto. How many is this? 1, 2. It was total 4. He killed the one, so now it's 3 trying to attack him. And in one slice, oh, actually it's 4. Wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's actually 5 trying to attack him. In one slice, pulls the sword out, cuts them all up in one slice. Like cuts him like how Trunks did Frieza. Like how Trunks did Frieza. I just want to let y'all know. Cuts him like how Trunks did Frieza, pretty much. Cuts them all up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it was a total of 6. Cut them up. 2 or 3 swings for a. And like a true swordsman, puts the sword back into the sheath because he doesn't really want to fight Code. He doesn't want to fight Code, right? Code sees this, looks at Boruto. Boruto looks at Code. Code says, so there's no way, you're just bluffing. Boruto says, if you're still going to do this, there won't be any of them left. So I'll just destroy it all. So don't destroy it all. This is interesting. Boruto doesn't want to destroy all the 10-tail monsters because he just asked for the 10-tails. I don't know if he's going to destroy it. I don't think so. I think Boruto knows something. We're going to get closer to that. Code says, hey, don't get too cocky. I have plenty more of them, and they're just tools for me. Which, I mean, if you guys know anything about the 10-tails, let's keep going. I'm going to explain a theory I have at the end of this. Boruto says you still don't understand the true horrors of the 10-tails. So it seems Boruto knows something, right? Then we go to Sarada. Sarada taking out a few of these Otsutsuki monsters, 10-tail monsters. She used the patented Uchiha fire style, great fireball technique, or fireball jutsu. And then she uses a Chidori to take out 2 of these 10-tail monsters. I can't tell if I just think that's her regular Sharingan. I don't think that's MS, but yeah, she know how to. Well, I mean, everybody knows she know how to use Chidori, but she definitely know how to use Chidori now without issue, not slowing down. Right? A Jonin comes around, says, "Amazing, you're really a Genin," and she does the patented. It doesn't matter whether I'm a Genin or a Junin, right? A 10-tailed monster then sneaks up on Sarada, tries to take a bite out of her. That's what it looks like. Mouth open. The Jonin comes, jumps in front of the bite, saves Sarada. The Otsutsuki, the 10-tails monster, digs deeper, gets a real big bite, and then forms into a tree. Like dead ass. Forms into a tree. Like dead ass. Turns. Turns. Like dead ass. Turns this random Jonin. I don't even know if this is a Jonin, but turns this random ninja into a fucking tree. And then Sarada looks around. Even more people turned into a fucking tree. When I seen this for the first time, I started going crazy. Because the first thoughts I had were the first Hokage. Straight up. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. And then when you keep reading the chapter, Sarada's like, what's going on? Why is he eating people turning into trees? It goes back to Code. Code says, I've known about the Ten Tails. Of course you do. They eat Otsutsuki. Well, the truth is, they're just a beast that feeds on anyone and everyone on instinct until they find an Otsutsuki. So, which makes sense, because if you remember when Obito and Madara were trying to do the whole infinite Tsukuyomi, they cast a Genjutsu, and then the God Tree wrapped around everyone and started sucking their life force out. That was the infinite Tsukuyomi full jutsu. So it makes sense that these people, or these monsters, whatever you want to call them, will just try to do the same thing, just in smaller form, right? But they're just trying to find an Otsutsuki. So what that's happening, it makes sense, right? Boruto says normally that might be true, but not anymore. That's because of the transformation you added. Kawaki's still stumped. Boruto continues, but there's still time. You've held the ropes to them. You can annihilate them right now. Otherwise, they're headed for the worst future everyone can imagine. Listen. Kawaki rebuttals. What's your point? When the Ten Tails ate Otsutsuki, it will root on the Great Land, become a divine tree. We know that, right? That's what we know, right? When that comes, this planet will perish. That is my objective, right? That's what Code wants. Code wants the planet to perish. But if Boruto's saying, because Boruto, my thing is, everybody knew that's what Code wanted. So, I mean, Boruto's making it sound like, yo, no, you still don't understand, right? Something worse is going to happen, right? Boruto says, I only say this one more time, Code. I'll let you live. In exchange, you will lead me to where you hit the Ten Tails' real body. Kawaki pretty much says no, calls Boruto stupid. Boruto replies, I'll be blunt. Killing you is easy. Rather than just dying in vain, why don't you do one good thing for the world instead of wasting your life? Code still thinks shit is sweet, right? You're the one who's gonna die. I don't think people understand how locked in Boruto is right now. Boruto, I never known Boruto as a bullshitter. I never known Boruto as somebody who says something that he doesn't mean. So if he's saying this after the 2-year run-in with Code 2 years ago, after knowing how strong Code was this whole time, if he's saying this, he's not playing with you, Code, right? He's never been a bullshitter, right? Boruto says, there's no saving for this idiot, huh? And then the panel, great paneling by the way, zooms in on his hand, and you could see chakra starting to swirl, but it doesn't form any, like, it doesn't take a full form yet, right? But it's enough for Code to notice, right? Code's like, it's a Rasengan. This fool, he doesn't think I knew about it. And then the last panel. Shunned from his hometown and now being chased. What kind of new power did Boruto gain in the midst of it? Rasengan Uzuhiko. And then it says Rasengan is Wind Sphere, which we know what the Rasengan is. But it says Uzuhiko Swirling Lad. And there's this, the last panel is Boruto, a bunch of chakra swarming around Boruto, a bunch. So that's the end of the chapter. Now, oh my god, listen, I'm telling y'all, let me just break a few things down. Let me just break a few things down. I tweeted this. I'm gonna pull up the tweet. I tweeted this. I think it was August 9th. I tweeted this. I'm gonna pull it up. I'm gonna pull it up because I don't think people understand. Code dying to Boruto hands early in part 2. I tweeted it August 9th. I'm telling y'all something. Code is about to die. I don't know what he did to Sasuke. I don't know what's really going on in Boruto's head. I don't know what he's seeing. But I think for Boruto, enough is enough. And he's definitely about to he doesn't even have the karma unleashed right here. It's just the Rasengan Uzuhiko. So it's going to be something crazy. We're going to see something crazy. If Boruto beats Code without having to use karma, sheesh. Sheesh. If Boruto beats Code without having to use karma, or even if he does have to use karma, if it's level 1 karma, sheesh. Sheesh. Now, a few things, and then we're gonna wrap up. One, Boruto can't go all out in fights because he will turn into Momoshiki if he runs out of chakra. That's his biggest downfall. So he can't go all out in fights. So whatever this Rasengan Uzuhiko technique is, it's going to be something. It's going to be something. Now, a few things. One, where's Sasuke? Do I think he's dead? 50-50. 50. It's a big 50-50. It's a big 50-50. Where's Amato? That nigga ain't dead. He's somewhere. And I know he know what's going on right now. So if I'm Shikamaru, I'm gripping him up and saying talk, right? Like I'm Batman. The third question would be, what did Boruto find out within the last 2 or 3 years during the time skip for him to learn so much more about the Ten Tails? In Boruto anime, there was like a time travel arc. I don't know if that turtle's going to make a return. I really doubt it. He doesn't have it. I don't see the Jogan yet, so I don't know. The Jogan could have helped him figure some things out. He does have karma, so he should be able to teleport through dimensions. So maybe through dimensional travel. Some people are saying the time travel, but I just think they're stuck on that one Boruto arc where, you know, he went back to see Naruto. I don't think that's what's going on here. I think something with his Otsutsuki powers is going to tell him, or shit, maybe Momoshiki just looks out. Which, I mean, Momoshiki looked out telling him Ada's ability and stuff like that. So, hey, right? What is Momoshiki doing right now? Oh, I mean, obviously he's in Boruto, but what is he thinking? You know, I wonder if he's gotten more friendly. I don't think so, but that's always important to see. And the final thing is, Boruto said, like, hey, it's different. Like, the transformation you did to the Ten Tails, it causes more issues than anyone could imagine. Now, I don't think that's as simple as the Ten Tail monsters are just going to eat people and turn into trees. I really don't, bro. I really don't think it's just that simple. I think something bigger is at play here, to where I can't even imagine that. So I'm not even going to come on here and lie. I can't even imagine it. I think later on in the story, we're going to reach a point where this is definitely after Code is dead. Code got to die soon. After Code is dead, it's going to be an Otsutsuki arc where somebody's going to come looking for that Ten Tails, see what's going on, and figure out Boruto is an Otsutsuki, Kawaki is an Otsutsuki, and they're kind of taking over this world and not following instructions, if that makes sense. There is right now, and this is the last thing I'm going to say before I wrap up here. Right now, I'm at a 10% chance that we see Boruto somehow interact with Kaguya. I'm at a 10% chance. The only reason why I'm at a 10% chance right now, which is still kind of high, but the reason why I'm at a 10% chance, Kaguya beat Ishiki. Some people say it was a sneak, but she snuck Ishiki to run away from the Otsutsuki ideologies. She wanted a family. She wanted to be a mom with a husband, but the Otsutsuki were going to come and take over. So that's why she had to go through. Well, that's why she had to go through with harvesting the planet and stuff like that, right? Now, Kaguya could still be alive somewhere in some other dimension. Momoshiki originally came to Earth looking for Kaguya, but then ran into Sasuke and found out that Sasuke and Naruto killed Kaguya, right? Kaguya technically didn't die. She was just put into another moon in another dimension. Now, Sasuke technically knows where that dimension is. He just don't have his Rasengan to gain access to that dimension. So if some way, somehow, Sasuke is able to show Boruto while they were alive, show Boruto the other dimensions to gain access to not only Kaguya, but anything else that Sasuke in the past looked at in terms of Otsutsuki ruins and stuff like that, that would probably explain how Boruto is learning more of this stuff. Also, you got Momoshiki in the background probably telling Boruto, certain things, kind of like how Momoshiki told Boruto about the special power Ada got. And I think you will see Kaguya again. This is 10%. Kaguya will return, 10% chance. But that's it. That's all I got for this chapter. This was a really good chapter. It's obviously setting up for something that's going to be out of this world. I cannot wait for next month. Side note, I know I keep coming on here every month saying I'm going to review Dragon Ball Super, but they're still doing that trash ass. It's not trash, but I just don't have the interest of going over it again, if that makes sense. They're still doing that new Dragon Ball Super movie in the manga and fighting Cell Max and stuff like that. I don't like, it was a good movie, but I don't really care enough to even want to talk about it. So we're going to see what the next arc brings. If the next Dragon Ball Super arc is tough, I'll definitely go ahead and start reviewing it. Also, I think I said this before, I'm thinking about picking up Berserk and reviewing it because apparently they're coming back, but I'm 50-50 on it. I might do Chainsaw Man. I might. We're going to see as the time goes by, but thank you guys. If you made it this far, thank you for watching. Please leave a like if you enjoyed the content. Subscribe for more. We'll be back next month for our next chapter. I may try to do an expectation video, but I want to do one for this one, but it snuck up on me. So anyway, long story short, thank you guys for coming. It's LoXLo, YouTube, Twitter, LoXLo. Goodbye.